started with this Dorito Pie, I think is what it's called. Dorito Pie, let's call it that. So what you're gonna need is a stick of cream cheese, a pound of ground beef, half a stick of butter, 2 bags of Doritos, 3 packages of Pillsbury crescent rolls, water, and a taco seasoning packet. Okay, so step number 1 is to grease your pan. They used an iron skillet in the video that I was watching, but I don't have an iron skillet. So I just got a heavy duty pie crust pan from the store, and it came with 3 of them, and it was only $4, so I mean. Grease that up, and then take your crescent rolls, break them up, and fold them out into the pan and make like a crust, like a pie crust. And then after that, grab a bag, one of the bags of Doritos, crunch it up, make sure it's crunched up really good. Pour it in there and then spread it evenly along the bottom of the pie crust that you made. And then after that, put your pound of ground beef into a pan and start browning it. Add the taco seasoning. I added about 1/3 cup of water. It wasn't that much. You really don't need that much water. And then once it's cooked, pull it away, let it sit for a second so it doesn't like burn anything. And then bring it over to your pie crust and then pour it in there and spread it out evenly and then set that aside. Get a block of cream cheese and put it in the microwave for a little bit so it's a little bit melted, it's not so hard. And then pour, they said 2 cups, but I only used 1 cup of salsa because my recipe is a little bit smaller. Pour 1 cup of salsa into the container with the melted cream cheese and mix it up together until it becomes combined. Then pour that into on top of your meat in the pie, and then spread it out evenly. After that, grab your bag of shredded cheese. I use Mexican blend. Put that, spread it evenly on the pie. Do one last layer of the crunched up chips. Take half a stick of butter and melt it. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, so it just depends on what your microwave is like, but melt it and watch it so it doesn't like burn. And pour that on top evenly. Unfortunately, I did not get the video of me pouring it on top, so here's a fake of me pouring it on top. set your oven to 400 degrees and then press bake. And then once it's at 400 degrees, put your pie in there. I put mine in there for 19 minutes and it actually came out perfectly. I put it in there for 19 minutes because I wanted to give myself like a minute leadway to check on it, see if it needed more or if 19 or 20 was enough. So it says 20 to 25 minutes. And if you have if you have like an actual skillet, which this is made for, this recipe, then you're probably gonna want to put it in there for longer. Because I put mine in there for 19 minutes and one side of it did get a little bit, not burnt, just a little extra cooked. So just be sure to watch it because every oven is different. That's how it came out. It actually looks really good. It actually looks kind of really just like the video because theirs was a little bit crispy on top. Like some of the chips, of course, were like a little bit flamed on top. So let's cut into it and see what it tastes like. Like we've been waiting for this the whole time. So let's cut into it and see what it tastes like. This is where I come to the conclusion that it's really sweet. So my thoughts on this is it was actually pretty easy to make and it wasn't too expensive. All the ingredients I bought just for this video, it was $40. So, but I did buy 4 of these, but these were only 59 cents. So it is like not the cheapest to make, but I mean, there's a lot of it. So you could feed probably like 8 people with it because it's like 8 slices per pie, right? I think. And so you probably feed 8 people with it. So, I mean, me and Rody are definitely gonna be munching on it for a while. But one thing about it is it was sweet. And I got the original crescent rolls. I didn't get like the honey or whatever the other flavors they had. I got the original ones. And I don't know what made it sweet because the salsa was medium heat and the chips were not sweet. And the ground beef had taco seasoning in it. So I don't know if it was either the crust is just naturally sweet or if it was the cream cheese that made it a little bit sweeter. But I wish that it wasn't as sweet as it was because I would like it to be more savory because it kind of tastes weird to have something that you would expect to be very salty and savory to taste sweet. Like it kind of is a little off-putting. But it was still really good. Like you could definitely taste the cheese, and you could definitely taste the salsa filling. Maybe add a little bit less of that if you don't like cream cheese as much. But like for me, I like cream cheese, but like, it was really good. I would say overall, if I had to rate it, I would probably rate it like a 7.5 out of 10 because it's like not my favorite. It's not like my new favorite dish. Like. But something similar to this that I really like that's actually easier and cheaper and faster is you cook your ground beef. You cook your ground beef the same way you would with this, with taco seasoning and water. And then you set it aside for a minute and let it chill. And then you get a big plate of Doritos chips and pour them out evenly. And then pour the meat on top of it and then put your cheese on top of that. And then like get you some and put it on your plate and then munch it all up together and then eat it with a spoon. Wow, that is delicious. Pour some salsa on top or maybe like put some ranch on the side. You can also put lettuce on it. You can put lettuce on it and that makes it super good too. It's kind of like anti-taco, I guess is what you could call it, because it's like a Doritos Locos taco from Taco Bell, but just crunched up everywhere. So that's like something else that you could do if you don't want to do this, but like, I mean, it was fun to cook and try. It was nothing difficult. I mean, it came out good, so it was just a little sweet. That's the only thing I have to say about it. So honestly, if you want to make this, I would say go ahead. I'm sure your kids would love it. I'm sure like if, like I liked it and I'm 22, I'm almost 23, and like, so. But yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, it's not like life-changing or anything, but it's like fun. But thank you guys for coming along with me while doing this. If you cook this or something similar, like the other thing that I mentioned, let me know and either tag me in something, send it to me or whatever so I can see it. And that way, like, I can see like what y'all did with it. So, I'll leave everything in the description below, like what the original measurements and what you need and everything, all the ingredients, so you can just screenshot it or copy and paste it to your notes or whatever. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a good day. Bye!